now, I mean, 2 Tuesdays in a row. So I can officially say your weekly Tuesday night cast. I'm LaChance. I'm here with my co-caster, a Happy Cloud. Happy, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. You know, you said it's Tuesday, LaChance, and honestly, during this quarantine, all the days just kind of blend in.
Dude, I'm not,
Um,
for a
if I
second.
wasn't working, I wouldn't really. I didn't have to turn in what I did each day. I'd probably just forget what day it is, to be honest.
As you said the words, you said it's Tuesday. I swear, my head started racing. I was like, wait, fuck, is it Tuesday? Is he gonna call me? Is it like Wednesday or Monday? Like, what's that? Is the level of uncertainty to which we are all experiencing life right now. Oh God! So today, the match that we are streaming, it is an executive league match. It's Frank's Little Beauties versus Bill Withers' Toyota dealership, and just, I mean, on a very, I guess, conceptual level, the name game here is so strong. These are two
You got some
ridiculously named teams.
strong team names this time through in the league. So I think Frank's Little Beauties are coming off at 2-0, actually.
Yes, and
Pretty
Bill Withers
impressive
are coming off in 0-2.
in 0-2, yeah. I casted with you last Tuesday, Frank's Little Beauties, and it definitely was a slobber knocker of a game. We're actually in
Slobber knocker! I love that.
slobber knocker. We're actually in pick ban already. We're using a new program. It looks kind of nice here, but um, on the side of
Oh, I'm gonna be real with you. The pro draft is not up. Where
the
it is.
Pentacue, this
Oh
thing,
my god, that's so cool. And our
yeah, I
viewers
don't know if
can't
you
see it,
can
but that
pull it
is
up on
cool.
stream or not, but um,
Let me see.
it is nice. So
Yeah, go
the,
ahead, talk about
the
it.
bands on the side of blue are Nami, Urgot, and Jin, and then the side of Bill Withers has banned Nunu, Shaco, and MF. First three picks are Syndra, um, and then we have a Lux and a Zac picked on the side of Frank's Little Beauties, and on the right side, Tarded got his main champ, which is Kled, and then a Mumu and Oriana. Um, and then the next two bands are Nocturne and Ornn, and then Thresh, and we're waiting on the last band from Frank's Little Beauties. So, um, yeah, I'm pretty excited for these two teams.
Yeah, this is there's the great thing about the LBLCS being in its third season is there have been so many evolutions and incarnations of different teams, and we're getting to see a really interesting one right here, because uh, Chungus Karen was actually playing alongside Bugleberry Finn last season. They were on the same team. Now they're facing each other down in the mid lane in the same league. So that's going to be an interesting. Oh, it seems like we've got some echo. I'm going to be real with you, chat. I have no idea why or how that's happening. Let me try something. Uh,
Am I echoing?
it,
Oh, it's me. I'm the one echoing.
hold
So I'm
on.
going to mute myself.
Uh, let's see. Let's see. Currently, I think they're only able to hear me. Say something real quick.
Hello.
Okay. Let us know how that sounds. I think that fixed it. I could be absolutely wrong. Echo gone! There we go!
All right.
Perfect. I'm sure a person with a quicker mind uh, would have made some sort of joke about the champion. A lot of people are reporting just sort of having like kind of foggy heads in this quarantine, just a little bit of mental apathy, and I can't lie, I feel that pretty hard. That's
All right. So the team comps are in, LaChance. We'll be able to talk about them
oh
when
beautiful.
they're all ready, but I don't know who's going where.
Sure.
We
Oh,
have a Syndra Lux, Zac, Yasuo, Shen on the side of Franksville Beauties.
Oh,
I want to imagine the Lux is going mid. Now, Syndra could definitely be going mid, but last week, Buggleberry Finn picked Lux twice in a row.
right.
So I feel like there's a chance that um, it could be going into his hands again. And on the side of Bill Withers, they got the Kled Amumu, Oriana, and then Ezreal Yumi.
Interesting. I'm I'm sure you're right about Lux uh going mid. What's up, Bobby 43 Rocks? Thanks, man. We feel like a winning combo, no matter how much
For
energy
sure.
is drained through the quarantine.
Bobby 43 Rocks is actually the top laner of the Pace Tasters.
What? The
Yeah,
Pace
the ankle.
Tasters?
That's our economy team. Is the Pace
Yes,
Tasters.
absolutely. uh oh, that Shen into this is oh my goodness. I have some specific talking points on this top lane matchup. Specifically because I was playing D&D with a spooky man and we were talking about the league as folks do when they get sidetracked, and he was talking about Tarded, and he was saying that he's got the best Kled in the league in his opinion. And that's coming from a spooky man who has a huge chunk of mastery points on Kled. But Shen is one of his very solid picks, and he's got really great map awareness on it. Hold up a second, Yasuo's in the mid lane. This is
Finn
a
Yasuo. I never thought I'd see the day. So here's the thing. I I was told that Buggleberry Finn beforehand had like a pretty his computer wasn't super great. So
hmm,
he would play like these low mechanic champions
yes,
because his frames were like go crazy, right?
right.
But I feel like now he's been upgraded. So he's been unleashed, the bug.
Oh yeah, this
So
is a fully realized Buggleberry Finn.
so Yasuo definitely um could
Wow. You
could
know,
definitely like pop off here. This is a good matchup for Yasuo, I would say too. If the Yasuo knows what's up.
this game is going to be so freaking interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, wow. Okay. What comp do you like better? This is interesting.
Um, I like Franksville Beauty's comp a lot. I
Hmm.
think they have a lot more options. They have Syndra, who I think Syndra bot lane is like pretty insane.
Yeah.
They also have um, the Yasuo in the mid lane with the Zac for like really easy setup ganks. Chungus Karen's gonna have to play very safe. Amumu doesn't. Zac and Amumu don't really pressure each other, so they kind of get free farm early game. They get to kind of bypass where they're weak.
Hmm.
I said the big wild card here is top lane. So Tarded is like, from what I've been told, a Kled main. I did cast him in like the scouting grounds, and he picked his Kled and just kind of like ran away with the game.
Ooh.
Dove the opponent like multiple times. Big pop off from him. So that could also be a winning factor here. Yumi can jump. I think Yumi, although like very strong on Ezreal, can also be really
Hmm.
strong if she gets on a bruiser like Kled.
Right.
So it'll be really interesting to see how the team comps go. Like I said, I don't. Ezreal and Yumi are going to have a really hard time being pressured by this bot lane
Right.
because I do think Syndra is like really strong, and with a CC support, I prefer like a Lux or not Lux. Instead of Lux, I prefer like a Thresh or maybe a Leona or something, but
Sure. A little
still
bit
pretty
more
good.
tanky stats. Yeah.
Has the CC. If she hits a binding on Ezreal, he's pretty much dead.
Yeah. I mean, once you get tapped, you're basically gone, especially after 6.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
we'll have to see. Like I said, we touched on this earlier, but Franksville Beauties is coming off a 2-0,
Right.
so they would like to, keep riding their momentum and keep doing well in the league and like hold their position. While I do think that Bill Withers is kind of looking for some redemption here. I think they took a pretty hard loss to Sensei Randall's, I think, who's they played.
Yeah,
And so I think they're looking for some redemption. They did give the
absolutely.
man his main champion.
They did, and I
So
mean, there's a lot of great Oriana synergy just with the Amumu and the Kled, and like you said, that Yumi just whoever does end up popping off, if someone does pop off, they automatically get the Yumi with them, and that is just another fantastic, basically an item. Uh, yeah,
remember, by the way, guys, if you highlight your messages, it makes it easier for us to read and spot you out.
very true.
Also, I think it is important um, to also mention that if you have to leave for any reason and you just were a little upset that you missed um, this game, the low budget LCS now has a YouTube channel where all the VODs will be uploaded.
Yes.
So if you really, um, if you're really dying to want to watch it, also to scout your opponent, to look back to the previous weeks, captains might be interested in this for VOD review, cool things like that. Go to the low budget LCS YouTube channel. I don't know if it's just low budget LCS on YouTube. I think it is. If it's not, there is like a link that Buggleberry put on the Discord. But that's definitely something we're trying to promote here. Also, if you're new, give us a follow. We're like I would say a more casual league, but we have 3 tiers, which is really awesome. This is our executive, which is like our middle tier, which is like the gold and platinum, I would say. Like I think low plat is like the highest
Mm-hmm.
it can be. We also have like diamond and above, and the lower tiers. So if you want to be part of the league, totally join in. Cool Discord community, really fun. Chat's always popping off, all that good stuff.
Another
So, yeah.
friend.
I don't think that could have been said any better. And thank you to whoever just followed us. I cannot see your name just because.
Wreckage WM.
There it is.
Dark Loic says these losers have nothing on Joe Exotic's ex-husbands. Didn't Joe Exotic's ex-husbands get 2-0'd by this team last week? Was my
Yes, absolutely.
Zach is casting and spamming his copy pasta. That's not me. My name's
It's a clone. It's something. We're not sure.
Zach is a cat. The more I talk to you, the less I'm convinced that you're a cat.
Does
Bistro
Zach
Mathematics,
yeah.
find you a man who can do both. Dark Loric, imagine not having replay files for VOD review. I mean, you can have replay files, but if you also want to listen to the wonderful casts, and you can watch it on the YouTube channel, right? So
That's one of the
also you can go on the Twitch channel. The YouTube channel will be better for like, I don't know how many weeks back it goes. I think it goes like 2 weeks back. So if it's like
Yeah,
an
and then they
earlier
start
game
to
in the
delete.
season you want to watch, yeah, it's probably more useful. Obviously, you can totally just like go on the Twitch channel and watch. That's what I do a lot. So
Especially this season, we've hit a lot more of the games throughout the week, and one of the very, very, very few benefits of this pandemic is that we've got a lot of free time on our hands. And one of the fun things about being in a league like this is seeing your opponents play each other. And one of the great things about this
God,
game is a level 1 flash where Lux lands the binding and they jump in on it, and first blood goes exactly where you don't want it, onto that Yasuo in the mid lane. Captain Buggleberry Finn picking up first blood. Yikes.
that's really good. So Buggleberry gets first blood on this Yasuo, gets to back for boots.
He gets to back so early, he's not missing anything. Literally nothing was. I mean, they traded the flash and the ignite, but I think that was well worth it.
Yeah, Chase opting not to flash the binding. Maybe he thought it wasn't going to reach. You can also, a pro tip to dodge skill shots is to walk horizontally rather than vertically from a straight skill shot. Usually that helps a little bit, but we'll have to see what Buggleberry, if he can get anything done. I do think Oriana, like, although this matchup is like technically, I would say somewhat Yasuo favored. I think like if the Oriana knows what they're doing,
right,
they can really pressure Yasuo, and then Oriana like kind of outscales Yasuo, right? Like Yasuo,
right.
Although he does a lot of damage, he is like a melee champ that just like gets one shot. So we'll have to see.
We will. There's also just the aspect of the fact that Bugleberry Finn has taught Chungus Karen so much about this game. This is a real sort of student v master uh, storyline, if I were to pick one. Uh,
Look
and
away
got
using my favorite Yasuo skin too, which is the legendary one. Feels really nice.
the scary demon boy. Ooh, chase
Scary demon boy, yeah. Just the edge lord Yasuo.
Oof. Ezreal now less than half health. I mean, this is what we were talking about with this bot lane. It's a lot of poke, it's a lot of damage. You got to be very careful.
Twitch TV dog hugger.
Yes, tell me more.
No, that's I'm gonna look him up.
Yep.
/ dog
Do they
dog
have?
hugger. Does he have a Twitch channel?
Is there?
He is. He's not streaming though, but he does have a Twitch channel. It's dog hugger.
Ooh, Ezreal tagged
Ooh.
here. They land both stuns.
Uses the barrier.
He does, and that wasn't a horrible trade. They took out half of Syndra's health as well. Wow, Bugleberry Finn is just landing these tornadoes. Okay, we've got a gank up here in the top lane. Let's see if he can land the binding.
Wow.
He does. He's got red and boot buff. But the taunt backwards, and they might be re-engaging on this. That is a low Mumu.
Wait, Zach left.
Hmm.
Yeah. Amumu just like opt in. One thing I just noticed is Amumu has phase rush.
Yes.
I'm not
Oh wow,
an Amumu
sorry, this is a
aficionado.
lot of
Goodness.
damage right there. Yeah, Shen got poked or put really low. Shen's
Yeah,
kind of got
that's
this great just like taunt out of the gank option, but he's definitely within
He's taunting
kill
them. He
range.
says like he calls them like losers as he's like leaving.
It's for sure an
Or-
emotional attack. Yeah.
But Amumu has phase rush, which I don't think I've seen before.
Oh.
It's gonna be interesting to see what that does for him. Phase rush is usually something you see on champs that like have trouble like sticking onto people. Mumu does do like a decent amount of damage if he can just run next to you with his crying, his tears on. So we'll have to see. But after the first blood, a little bit of a lull. Oh,
Ooh,
nice
they got
stun
another
into the
tag
binding.
right here. Let's see if they can get through. Exhaust coming out, stopping a lot of damage, but they're not 6 yet. They don't have those super killy abilities. But still, force
I'm
it
not
back.
80 carry main.
Uh-huh.
But if I were Ezreal, I feel like I would opt into getting early Mercury treads, and I think he'd be kind of unkillable. His whole point in this lane is just to not die.
Mm.
If he can get out lane phase without, dying a lot, then they have the Yumi factor into the mid and late game, and then and Ezreal scales like pretty well. His items
Right.
are also pretty cheap, so I think getting early Merc treads isn't the worst.
Right.
It looks like that the Frank's Little Beauties are setting up for a drag play here, though.
I agree. Also, just want to point out that I think it's important to acknowledge that Shen's job here is not necessarily to like smash the lane. It's to just kind of get out of it and be this roaming shield for the rest of the game.
Yeah, Shen, although totally can win lane, he does a ton of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Against a lane bully like Kled, he is definitely not trying to, he's not looking for like 1v1 kills. He's just looking,
Right.
like you said, to just kind of farm it out, look to save his team.
Mm.
While Tarded on the other side is looking to like try to bully this Shen as much as he can to make either his teleport or ults less impactful,
Right.
or try to like, after the Shen ult's baited out, use his own ult to get roams. Because Kled can kind of do what Shen does, right? Like off a good recall, Kled can ult to a lane. Yasuo doesn't really have a way to escape the Kled ult here, so they could like Kled Oriana combo, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Bugleberry with a 10 CS lead in the mid lane, upgraded his boots to the Berserker Greaves. I'm guessing he'll probably just go for like the normal Yasuo build of double crit. Some Yasuos have been building Blade of the Ruin King just because of how powerful it is.
Mm-hmm. Just as an item, just useful to have.
Yeah, it's just super strong, right? It's like overtuned item. Yasuo's Q also procs on hit effects, so you can like double proc it really fast. But overall, the double crit build is usually like the classic. Oh, there's a
Ooh,
binding
yes it is.
into a
Luxman's
stun.
tagged.
It's the barrier. Yeah, this
Hey,
is brutal.
yeah, that's, I mean, talking about CS leads, just looking at that Syndra versus that Ezreal, they've clearly been able to push him off pretty hard.
There's
Oh,
another one.
tagged again. No barrier available this time. Let's see, I mean, Syndra's ult is up. And Zack's coming down. Let's see. Ooh, the Syndra stun actually misses. And Amumu's coming in. This might be overstaying. We'll see. Except, okay, teleport coming in right here. Tarded showing up. This is the Kled. This is why they... Oh, sorry, this is the Orianna. Laying down some auto attacks, but a double stun. A Sombrero actually does tag that Syndra. Let's see, a lot of low health bars. That Yuumi pretty low, but she can jump inside somebody, but does not, and gets killed. Let's see. Oh, the flash, the ignite.
Ooh.
I think he was trying to pass the kill off. Ooh, plead the fifth. Oh, yep.
Buckleberry, or not Buckleberry, Chung is carrying with like the blue suede shoes there.
Indeed. Ooh. Will they? Yep, just gonna escort him out there. Kled is close to remounting. Did Shen interrupt a teleport? No.
No,
there was
so
just no
Shen
teleport.
tried to
Shen tried
ult,
ulting and got interrupted.
Used his ult to interrupt the Shen ult.
Which I think actually worked out really well for the Shen. Like, he got to stay and defend while also giving the shield.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't the end of the world. They might have been able to pick up the Chungus Karen kill with Shen, but overall, like, it was 2 for 1.
Oh!
Syndra is 3-0, or 3 for 1, sorry, they got the Amumus. Syndra's 3-0.
That's just
really strong.
So scary.
Yeah, she already has a Ludens completed at 9 minutes.
Oh.
So if they hit a double binding, Ezreal is like 100% dead. Yeah. I don't think he can live. I would just like come up here and just the Syndra ult's up. Yeah, just throw it out. Oh.
Whew. Let's see.
Yeah, just so strong. The Syndra.
And I mean, Amumu can come in and gank, but he's half health right now. Yeah, I mean this is just such a problem. God, so
yeah, it's
big.
really difficult for them to like, I don't know, to pop off.
Yeah, this CS lead
like,
is just...
yeah, they have like double his CS almost, or they do actually.
Yeah, quite literally.
It's a 20 CS lead in the mid lane. Buggleberry just pushing with reckless abandon. He does not fear the Amumu gank at all.
No.
It's up to really Amumu, I think, to pressure Buggleberry to get him to like kind of fear these ganks.
Speaking of,
he's probably dead here.
Is...
Oh, there's an exhaust. Okay, he survives.
Great exhaust. All right, Spooky Man, half health against this Kled here. Zack getting a different angle. Yasuo positioning up. I think we're definitely going to see a fight up here. At the very least, Spooky Man getting pulled back, but Amumu getting jumped on by Zack. Buggleberry Finn running up. Probably not within ult range there. Orianna's up there as well. Whole top side of the map has grouped and gathered. They're drawing fight lines in the sand and saying, I dare ya. Meanwhile, there's just an Infernal Drake sitting in the pit. Nobody wants it. All alone, and they're just going to get a bunch of stacks.
Yeah, this game is not looking good here for Bill Withers. This bot lane is like kind of over. So Yuumi is like very strong and cancerous champ that no one likes playing against. But like if you have a strong like poke lane like this into Yuumi, or like went for the knockup. Buggleberry Finn goes up to get a little bit of trading.
Spooky Man going in as well.
Ooh, the taunt flash.
Whoa! Lands it. Amumu ult comes down. Kled is in this mix as well. I think Amumu's a low target, but Spooky Man may be going down. Orianna ult comes down. They are going to turn this. This Kled is just huge. Trying to take out the Ori as he can. That is a
good job on Chungus Karen there to wait out the win wall. Oh, they're going to get maybe 2 kills here. 3 kills. Wow.
Yeah.
So they get 3 for 1. No, actually...
Yeah, 3 for 1.
Did Mumu die? Yeah, Mumu died. Okay,
yeah.
So 3 for 1. Really well played by the soul laners of Bill Withers. Really greedy, honestly. I think that was a little ambitious there from the side of Like Suki Man got the taunt flash, which is nice, but
Hmm.
unless you like have a knockup for Yasuo or he has a tornado,
Right.
he could proc his ult, so he just can't like instantly kill Orianna, and they kill the Amumu. But Amumu just pops his ult, and that's all he really needs to do. He dies, but then they get the, like you said, the Orianna ult and the Kled.
Right.
Kled getting 2 kills out of that, and Chungus Karen getting 1 kill.
Sure, it wasn't necessary.
Ooh,
You had a yeah.
nice
Now
poke here.
the real question is, did that put them back in the game? Obviously, now you've got a 2-0 Kled and a 2-0 Ori. Uh, are those answers enough for this like crazy bot lane, and did that really even halt the Yasuo progression?
So Orianna, like I said, Orianna I think outscales Yasuo as the game goes on. She's
Hmm.
just more useful. Like she has more utility than him.
Right.
You also have to be like really sick Yasuo to like navigate these team fights with like a Mumu ult, Orianna ult. It's like very difficult to play.
Yeah.
He does have Zac to like give him access to the backline, but again, pretty difficult. Tarded, people talk a lot about his Kled in the league, so him getting 2 kills and like he wasn't really able to secure these solo kills on the Shen. Him
Right.
being able to get 2 kills worth of gold gives him the Black Cleaver, which I think is going to make him just do way more damage here to the Shen. So it might help. It just depends, man. Like this Syndra is so far ahead, and Ezreal will probably never be a factor in this game anymore.
Hmm. Right.
Like they already took the turret.
It would take
They're
a crazy series of events for Ezreal to come back and be super strong, at least.
yeah. So um, one thing I would say here is like if they get a kill onto the Shen,
Mhm.
I think it's worth for Tarded to like try to ult bot, especially like if we looked at Plead the Fifth and
Ooh, let's see here. Let's see,
okay,
bandages land on the
wow.
Oriole. Let's see, Bugberry Finn.
Oh,
Oh
nice
my god,
win-along
actually
combo.
gets up, gets another shield, and flashes out. I don't know if he's going
He
to be
gets
able to make
smited,
it.
though. No,
No, he does
that's what I'm
not.
talking about, man. Look how difficult. I mean, he can't really play the game. Like
Right.
Yasuo, although really strong, he's still like a melee champ. He's still pretty squishy, actually. He gets the shield from his PD and his passive, but it's still not enough to. Okay,
Oh,
Zac
alright.
goes in.
Let's see, but for
Misses
what though?
Q,
He's-
actually. Unfortunately, I think if he hit the Q with the Syndra and Lux there, he probably would have been able to get Chungus Karen. Although Chungus Karen does have flash.
Yeah.
Good on him to like hold it. Ooh.
Oh shoot, the flash in. They really want that Orianna, but an Hourglass actually keeps him alive here. Oh, let's see, another flash in.
Oh my god, Chungus Karen.
Lives, incredible. And they actually get a kill. Back on that end, they're still 3k gold down, but I think that's a momentum shift for sure. They gotta be feeling good. That was good for morale.
Yeah,
Oof.
I mean, that's really well done. Like Chungus Karen again is he's surviving these like dives, he's surviving these ganks. Tarda just going way deep for this.
Yeah, he is. I think he's gonna get popped there. He's still gonna take, actually, does he live here?
Mastery emoted here.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
That's gonna get punished somehow. Let's see.
He goes over the wall.
Tarda doing a really good job.
Yeah, Tarded. Sorry, he didn't mean to do that. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, that. We'll see.
Didn't mean to flash
But,
my mastery at him as I
yeah.
outplayed him. My bad.
Yeah, that seems highly specific. I do know that he has a bunch of things bound to weird things, but this is the
have
LBLCS. We
my,
want everyone to have fun here.
I have my emote bounded to my ADHD or something because I spam emotes all game.
Yeah.
But, I disabled my mastery emote actually for this league because I used to spam mastery emote, not in the league but just in general. And then last season when it was like you can't use mastery emote, I
Right.
actually disabled it on my account.
We
Which I
appreciate
thought was
that.
funny. But I still spam emotes all game. I'm not gonna apologize.
No, that's of course.
But
This
but
is
for sure.
now.
Tiger Lol says my emote procs every time I miss a CS.
Oh
Chungus
my
Karen.
god! What a value Hourglass
Oh.
sombrero that misses, but he lives! God, they want him so bad, but he survived.
He's doing his best to live.
And now
It would have been like a
Syndra.
fat ult if he was able to get his Q off beforehand, unfortunately.
Ooh, great flash there by Ezreal. I'll say this, Bill Withers, I might buy a card. They're pretty scrappy.
Yeah, they're keeping themselves in the game, but one thing we'll have to see, LeChance, is although Chungus Karen is doing a really good job of not dying in
Yeah.
these great gangster team fights,
Mm-hmm.
he is also down at like 40 CS. So
That's a
he
good
is
point.
still taking a lot of like. He isn't giving over more gold, which is good for him, but they are still getting advantages from pressuring him so much. Like he isn't able to farm, and they're kind of delaying him. He
Right.
also rushed the hourglass, which was a smart idea. Like it protects him a lot from Zac ganks and protects him from these bindings. But he is also not like getting any damage, right?
Right.
Zonia is a little bit of AP, but not like the Luden's what he wants. Uh, Probably a Void Staff, maybe Leandri's, like these items. He's getting delayed.
Right. No, that's very true, and he's also, drawing the assistance of Kled here. I mean, they did just do pretty much a full lane swap. Let's see, when's this next dragon coming up? All right, 16 seconds. This would be third Drake for Frank's Little Beauties, and Bill Withers definitely does not want that.
Your Chungus Karen has teleport. He's pressuring top. He can look to TP bottom. Shen
Smart.
has ult. I definitely see a big team fight coming up. Now, if you are in Bill Withers, you can choose to like not fight for this. Like,
Right.
it is not the soul. It does kind of make the next dragon fight like a must.
Right. Oh, it's true.
It's up to them to gauge their power. I do not think they win this.
Bill Withers.
Yeah, I think they get wiped if they try to contest. I think they agree. They're just giving it over.
Yeah.
They really just don't have Ezreal or Yumi at a point where they're like useful.
Right.
They need to like, and they can't really fight with this Syndra here. They have to catch Syndra in like a wombo combo, but then they also have the Yasuo who is a big threat.
Mm-hmm.
So I think not fighting for it is smart. It's not Baron, and it's not Soul. They will have to fight for the next one. That gives them
Right.
about 5 minutes here to like potentially farm up.
Right.
So we'll see.
Ooh, let's see. Double stun onto the Amumu, but that's not necessarily the target. Yumi doing a
doesn't
good
really
job
do
of healing
anything.
back up.
And we'll have to see. Chungus Karen, hopefully he can get a Ludens by the next fight.
Mm-hmm.
That will make his damage output a lot more.
They're chasing
Yeah,
this
like
Shen.
Chase is 2 levels down on
Right.
the Syndra here, and like
Just a tough position to be in, and I gotta commend him for just like, I think he's doing all of the right motions of what happens when you're in a really difficult lane. You got killed
Yeah.
twice, it happens. I mean, it's Syndra Lux, there's so many ways to get caught. But since that point, the last time he died was like 15 minutes ago,
I mean, to be fair to him, like his first death was the invade, and his second death was the like the tower dive, right? So
Yeah.
it was like, it's not like he's getting killed in the lane, but
No.
he also is getting like heavily bullied off of the lane and the tower. Like, I mean,
Absolutely.
they have a 60 CS lead on this Syndra, which is like massive. So
This is just one of those specific situations where in 0-2-0, KDA is actually a sign of like someone playing really well and like very patiently and carefully.
yeah, I mean, again,
Still a rough spot to be in for
very
sure.
difficult for him. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not like, I don't want people to think that he's just getting destroyed for no reason. Obviously, like it is a difficult spot to be in. Now you do have to like respect it. Like if if you're using your E's to dodge these bindings, he maybe wouldn't have had to back so much. But like
True.
it is difficult to dodge all the stuns. But yeah, overall, I would say like, so Chungus Karen opting for the sorcery shoes here. He still has almost 3 minutes to get his Ludens finished. So if he gets that, it will be really strong. They have decent vision around their jungle, so they're not going to get like picked off too hard. I do think they're kind of going into a place blindly. Amumu can probably lead though. He's pretty tanky.
Ooh.
Oh, Mumu.
Syndra,
Okay.
a flash in.
Huge.
That's 2 ults. And a
It's a
flash.
huge shutdown. Huge shutdown.
Enormous. And Spooky Man. Okay, in the middle. On a
Oh
Lux ult.
my
That's
God.
incredible. Too much to even call what's going on. But it looks like Amumu is going down. 4 up, and the Kled, bound by the Yumi, is running away. They do tag him. I think he's still going to get out. It'd be
So
foolish.
they were able to get like the Yasuo Zac Lux combo,
Right.
which was pretty nice. Tarda did end up getting that shutdown, which
Hmm.
is huge. So he just got a lot of gold.
They,
The dragon also isn't up yet, so they have a chance. So here's the issue, right? Bill Withers, they needed to kill this Syndra. He's so strong.
right,
What did they do to kill him? They used two of their team fight ults. They used the
right.
Amumu ult and the Orianna ult solo.
And the
They
flash to
kill the
guarantee.
Syndra,
Yeah.
yeah, and the flash, and they kill it solo. But now have to deal with the rest of the team. Okay, Tartan can go in. They're getting a teleport in from Syndra here. I think he's probably okay. Yeah, he just gets out of there. They get Syndra's TP for free. That's pretty nice. Just getting these minions doesn't really care. Chase is like definitely in the wrong position here. Hopefully he doesn't get stunned up.
Yeah, if
He's
he
got
gets caught, it's
his
all
support
over.
Orianna here. But yeah, um, not bad. Again, Bill Withers, like, they do have a pretty decent wombo combo.
Ooh, tagged up here. Let's see. Chase, very solid flash, but Plea the Fifth following. Moo
Okay,
smites
him.
for the slow.
Yeah, Chase having to use his flash to get out of there.
God, if we were rich enough to afford instant playback, that fight before is exactly what we would have used it for. A lot
Yeah,
of
it was a nice little wombo combo.
they've got a lot of great backup combos, you know? Like the Syndra is gone, it doesn't mean that they're out. Like it's not just a one trick comp.
Yeah, they don't have like one person that's a threat. They have like two, really, you know, with
Right.
Yasuo as well, and then even Shen's like pretty strong at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is alright, 16 seconds. This is the much vaulted potential soul that they're gonna fight over. Drake is coming up. I think Bill Withers is gonna try and rush it. Because Frank's Little Beauties is actually showing up. Arguably
Yeah, Bill
just a
Withers
little late.
is not allocating their side lane resources very well.
Mm.
Chungus Karen has like gotten I think 10 CS in the last like 2 minutes. They need him to get his gold right. He's like
Oh.
a huge threat,
Oh, they
and
tag.
it's gonna be really difficult here for Bill Withers to contest this. They have a 2-item Syndra. Yasuo's almost on his 3 items. I mean, this Ezreal has his mana moon.
Yeah, this is gonna be. Ooh, okay. Amumu ult only tags the Zac, unfortunately. Ori ult
they've
also only gets the Zac.
only solo
The
ulting the
Shen
tank.
is coming into this fight, I believe. Okay, shoot. A lot going on here. Kled ults on the back line right now onto that Yasuo. Ezreal getting hits in over the wall. Looks like a tornado into massive knock up. Yasuo takes that ult, and whew, Amumu and Ori get out of there. But at what cost? That's wild.
So that's the
died
soul.
Drake. And maybe the game? I mean, like, that was a huge...
Yeah, they probably can run straight to Baron here. So a tip for my fellow gamers: I would not use your 2 team fight ults on the tank.
Yep.
Because they use both on Zac. He almost dies, but he still doesn't even die. And then they have to deal with the Syndra and the Yasuo, who are like huge threats. They really need to be more patient. I think Amumu saw Zac charging up, and he wanted to like stop him, but he hit him with a Q. So I don't know if he was still going to be able to like use the slingshot. He needed to wait till maybe he could flash the backline. They also have no Grievous wounds, which is like really bad because the Ocean Soul is statistically the best soul in the game. It makes it very hard to like have prolonged fights with people. Grievous wounds is really good into the Ocean Soul though. It actually like it makes it so as long as you're like constantly fighting them, they don't get much value out of it. It makes like poking and stuff obviously is a different story, but if you're able to like continually team fight, they're not going to get much value. But I mean, the main issue is like for AP, Chungus Karen has to get Morel and Omicron, which is another 3k gold.
Right.
Amumu could get the Bramble Vest. Kled has it in his kit, but like this Ezreal, he is so far behind, right?
Right.
He has no items. He would either have to use 800 gold to get his executions, which he probably should, but it's delaying his Triforce even more. Which at this point he should probably just go for the Iceborne Gauntlet so he can just be utility, because he's definitely not going to be like offering much in terms of
subscriber.
Damage. We'll have to see.
Whomever you are.
They're choosing not to get the... Crazy Games
Wow.
812 is now following.
Thank you, Crazy Games 812. We hope to bring you 812 insane games just like this. Zach diving in, but pretty much everyone decides not to fight. This is not the stand they want to make. They want to get a little bit more gold before they sort of reveal their cards. Boy. Yeah, no, Ocean Soul, especially on this team, makes those tanks even tankier and just gives that Yasuo a little bit more sticking power as they fight it out. Yikes. Yeah, I don't know that they need Baron. We'll see right here. A lot of aggressive. Okay, Orianna pulls in actually. Okay, Yasuo forced to flash out there. Yumiel coming down at a redemption as well. Let's see if Frank's little beauties can get their fight lines back in order. Amumu ult, but Amumu's very, very deep. I don't think he makes it out of here. Yasuo gets that kill. Whew.
And they're all full health again.
And they're all full health, except for Zach, who's going to back off a little bit.
But yeah. So that time they were able to get Yasuo with the double ults, but again, they need to like really hit multiple primary targets.
Like
okay,
this
target
right
goes
here.
In.
Absolutely, trying to take this Zach
Take
down.
out Zach.
Yasuo, wow, a lot of damage. Zach, I believe, is respawning slowly. Chungus Karen here, Orianna throwing their balls in. Let's see.
Okay.
Hearted actually kills the Syndra. He's going to follow up. Can he? He's dismounted. Yasuo, Glad dueling alongside. Let's see, can he get the mount back? He does not. Yumi Tokyo drifts into Ezreal, and they retreat just a little bit.
So Kled is like, with this Yumi is a monster.
Oh my god! Yasuo will not stop! Just taking the regen and fighting as much as they can. That Amumu's half health, but goodbye, Zach. This has been a 3-minute fight. Amumu tags him again. That binding gives him a little bit of breathing room. Whew. Okay. So, why don't you break that? Those last couple of minutes down. That was nuts.
That was Tartan kind of being a hero there.
100%. I mean, that definitely bought them breathing room, right?
Yeah, so they didn't have a wave mid, and they decided to go, or bots, they decided to go mid, and then Tartan just like went in 1v3, kills the Syndra, and then almost kills Yasuo. And if he got his remount there, I think Yumi would have been able to heal him up a bit, so it would have been pretty scary for them.
He was one auto away. Like,
he was very close.
So close.
And so Kled with this Yumi on him might be strong enough to potentially like make some moves in these team fights. But the main issue for them is, unless they're getting like a huge wombo combo, they're not really doing enough. Like, Chungus Karen and Chase are very far behind. Now Chase has his Muramana. He is going, I think he's switching to the Iceborne Gauntlet here, which, like I said, might be like better for them. Like, he can just kind of sit back and like play utility. I know they don't have a ton of physical damage, but it is probably better for him not to get like a super late Triforce. We'll have to see. There's like a build he could do with like Leandri's third, actually, after the Iceborne, and it kind of makes your Qs like really hurt. We'll have to see. Mumu has the phase rush, just zooming around.
Very fast. Oh, but he's tagged here. I mean, he's a tank. Let's see if he gets taken out. Runs in. I hear the Kled ult. Somebody's coming in. Chungus Karen flashes over the wall, gets some distance. Is he going to be able to support his team? But Bill Withers, or Frank's little beauties are still full health. Orianna running away. Unable to get it out. Snagged by the tornado. That's
I mean,
a 3 for
this
1.
is like Yasuo with almost 3 items, and the Ocean Soul is not much he can do. I think the game might be done for them.
I believe so.
Like, again, it's really difficult that for them to, without Grievous wounds, they're not going to do enough damage here to kill the enemy team. Like, Tardy can apply it after his rope, after he gets like the timer on his rope.
Yeah.
But it's just not enough damage, or it's only on one target, right? Like, Chungus Karen really would need to get the Morello, and then they're gonna have to Elders, so it's very difficult.
See if there's some sort of
like,
miracle steal. Yeah, the Yumi Q used. Nope, ult comes down. Now they have Elder. I don't know if he's gonna be able to get out of here.
Oh, nice.
He's making a really good play of it, though. Don't know if he can get the remount.
The Elder.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
and Elder.
That is rough.
2 kills for Spooky Man with the Elder Drake.
Absolutely.
Tarded is the 1v9 god mastermind. That's what I'm saying. He's trying his best here.
He's played a fantastic game.
Commander Cruz says, still no grievous wounds. These guys are mad lads. Agreed.
Mumu takes that bandage out. Ooh, Chungus Karen does get knocked up. Yasuo. Good, good Zonia's there, but
Huckleberry Finn is like kind of popping off on this Yasuo here.
yeah, the kid can play Yasuo.
So he played Lux last week twice. Plays Yasuo this week.
So I didn't see the draft. Was that a bait? Do you think?
They picked Zac, Syndra, and Lux as their first three.
Oh,
so
beautiful. Oh, Kled goes down, or Zac goes down. Kled goes in. They say we're gonna make our last stand here. Let's see. Syndra walking up, tanking now. A Mumu ult comes down. Whew. All right, Kled's gonna
goes
keep
back
fighting.
in.
Yeah, the man refuses to go down without a fight. Wow. Huckleberry Finn flashing away. He doesn't want to die in the last seconds of the game. Ults in, gets his shield back. This is
Spooky Man getting like
5-man ult, even if it is the end of the game. That is satisfying to land. And now they say, okay.
I think if Spooky Man has gotten like 5 kills from the Elder Drake, by the way.
He absolutely has.
So GG from the side of Frank's Little Beauties taking game 1. Yeah.
Wow.
Really well done. Just kind of well played all around from Frank's Little Beauties. I think everyone kind of played their part. I do think that like if you're on the side of Bill Withers, you have to be aware of this like mismatch in the bot lane. Like I think the Syndra is either picked or banned. I know Chungus Karen plays Syndra, but it has to be a huge ban.
Jeez. No, I agree. I mean, the real question is, I guess it'll depend on who plays where. Yasuo coming in with the most damage in that game.
Yeah, Huckleberry Finn popping off, dude. Just showing again. He's like not the set main from last split. He is a new computer and he is unleashed.
He absolutely is. The Rock Lee has dropped his weights, and he is flying through the sky. All right, we've got our. Huh. The game no longer. Okay, we're good. We're good. Oof. Shout out to Tarded, who had the second most damage.
He played really well. I mean, he again really popped off. So we have a swap here. The Mighty Fool is going to be playing with Droxers, who will be playing AD carry. So the Mighty Fool and Droxers playing. If I'm the side of Bill Withers, I might be. I don't know if Droxers can play the Syndra, but I feel like I would be a little bit happy because I don't have to worry about this Syndra coming in and like smashing.
A little more of a conventional.
Now I do think there is like I do think like. Yeah. Oh, we do have another substitution. I'm Leap playing retarded at the top lane.
Leap, what's up? Coming
Leap
into the game.
Who dad in the chat?
He did.
Leap, you need to be making game plans to your team, homie. Get in there.
Get in there,
man. Give him a pep talk.
Absolutely. Flex up. Get around, lay down those words of inspiration. Leap, of course, the very handsome top laner last season of the Rose Bros. Going against
the team to anyone who.
Yes, indeed. That reference was probably lost on anyone who didn't play last season.
Yeah.
But facing off against Spooky Man, this is going to be interesting for a different
3 debut.
Oh yeah. Yes, absolutely. Two players who know each other's champs pools very intimately, and it'll be cool to watch them face off. Let's see. All right, so what's the game plan? Oh, hey, do you see the name of this game, by the way?
Who cutter, Cloud or who cuter,
yes.
Cloud or LeChance? Cutter, Jesus Christ. Who cuter, Cloud or LeChance?
Hey,
probably LeChance.
You know what?
We had to get.
It's however you take that. Cuter, cutter. Which of us is sharper? Perhaps we're both swordsmen. Who can say?
Cat, dude. Leap is the kettest one from that his profile picture.
Oh my god, the man is ripped. His his abs look like they were sculpted. I was gonna say something about Valley Forge or something, and once again, I just my mind is slow, and that's all right. I'm Leaps.
So
Shout out to Rose Bros and Naughty Boy peeps out there. Some season 2 teams. But yes, talk to me. Lay out these brilliant plans as if you were the warlord of either of these teams.
um well, I don't know if they have to worry about the Syndra again.
Mm-hmm.
I think they need to just potentially um so Cooney's coming in, by the way, for the top lane.
Oh,
Um they need to like potentially I don't know. I feel like they need to pick some jungler who's more proactive.
sure.
I know like in the lower leagues picking like a Mumu and picking these like do nothing junglers is good, but or is like ideal. But I just think you need to pressure. Like you can't like shout out to Buggleberry for having a good game, but you can't just let him push Chungus Karen under the turret the entire game. He has to
Right.
be ganked. They did gank him eventually, and they showed he could die, but not until he had like a substantial lead. You really need to punish the pushing if you're on the side of the Withers. And then in terms of Frank's Little Beauties. That's their name. In terms of Frank's Little Beauties, I think just keep doing what you're doing. Like they have yet to lose a game. They've kind of smashed every single game. They seem to have like really good ideas of what they want to play. I thought their draft was pretty good last game. Like they had like the good damage spread. They had the Syndra Yasuo flex. Really well done.
Chad, I don't think that I'm doing my job the right way. Oh wait, maybe I am. What on earth is this economy league schedule? Let's just yeah, let's just remove that. Beautiful. I did it. The LBLCS does have a high budget. You know what's really also complicated about these two? So we do actually have pro draft up, by the way,
I
or
see. I see.
PentaQ. Uh, the fact that both of these teams have elected to name their teams that are basically like the first and last names of just like normal people makes it incredibly unsettling to cast.
Franks and Bills.
Frank and Bill getting out there and playing some league. Got a Heimerdinger ban. And of course, if I'm Leap is in the game, you best ban Alawi. Leap, I didn't want to blow up your spot until they actually banned the Alawi. His summoner name used to be Alawi Wowie until, of course, everyone kept banning it. He got to play it a couple games, and it was always a mistake. So it was a smart ban. Ooh, the Yasuo ban coming out from Bill Withers. They really didn't want to see that again.
Yeah. Probably good. Buggleberry did have like a really good game. They seemed to like wanted to run a Yasuo comp with the Zac to enable him.
Mm-hmm. Although we didn't really see, like, I don't think they necessarily won that uh, game off of like uh, incredible Zac knockups or anything like
I
that.
do think that one wombo combo that you said we would want to replay was a Zac
Oh, was it?
Yasuo combo, yeah, into a Lux Laser.
See, that's why we got to get those dang replays. And once we become immediate budget LCS, we'll be able to do that. But until then, all right, Syndra going into the hands of Chungus Karen, who previously I forget what his old summoner name was, but it had Syndra in it. So this is a very familiar pickup for him. Interesting. And they gave the Syndra away for a Caitlyn Nami. Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Leo coming
So
out.
this is a Chungus Karen champion is the Syndra. They have Leona. I will say one thing about Leap is Although I didn't really get to watch the Alawi much.
Mm.
The games I casted him, he actually played support and he was pretty good.
Oh
He had
yes.
a pretty good Soraka and a pretty good Leona, from what I remember. Soraka top also is in the meta. It is a thing. Now, it
Ooh.
is matchup dependent, so like you're not going to pick it into um, something like an Aurelia, right? But if you get into like an Ornn or something like a Maokai, you can just farm it out, and then Soraka gets to get a free lane and just heal everyone to full health over and over and over again. So potentially could be something coming out here.
I just realized I don't think we have seen a an Ornn yet in the LBLCS. Am I wrong about that? I haven't seen an Ornn yet, personally. Uh,
There's definitely Ornn at some point.
I mean, it was the king of season 2, for sure. Let's see what these final bans are going to be. Oh, Zed ban. They're just banning high skill mid laners at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, Clown9. All right. Chat, thank you so much for correcting me. Turns out Ornn was played a lot. Ornn was played a lot. Played in at least 3 games over the weekend.
We picked Ornn as well.
So I was incredibly wrong.
Arthur Dent played Ornn. Um,
Wait, the Glue Eaters' first game of the season did pull out Ornn. Yes, no, 100%. Let me reiterate, I am flat wrong about that. Any pounders? I don't know what that means.
Any pounders in the chat?
Any pounders in the chat? Pound it up. Pound, pound. I've been rewatching Community, and what is it? Magnus yelling "pop, pop." Fantastic character.
Oh, it's not Magnus.
No,
It's
it's not Magnum. No. What does this start
no,
with an
no,
M?
no. It starts with an M. It's
It's not Matthias. Magnitude. Pop, pop.
Magnitude.
That's what it
Magnitude. Yeah.
is. Come
Pop,
on,
pop.
Dan
I love the
Harmon.
episode where they like try to get the rich kid to come to their school, and then he goes
Yes.
Magnitude yells pop pop, and then he goes, "Nice,
Nice.
that's my thing." He like stays up all like night trying to come up with a new. So funny.
It's so funny. It's so good. Yeah,
Such a
his
good show. Yeah.
entire identity is drawn around this
I
entire.
I watched some I watched something about like what happened because Community, what had like a rough like time on the air where it was like
Yeah.
fear of being canceled multiple times. So if you're rewatching it, season 4 is the season where Dan Harmon isn't there. He left.
Oh, really?
You can tell that the show, I feel like, takes a dip in quality at season 4, and then he comes back for 5 and 6. And I think although they lost some characters for 5 and 6, like
Yeah.
Donald Glover,
Right.
they lost Shirley, I do think that the show it still is better because the writing is a lot better.
Absolutely.
I do think like the whole point of season 4 is the whole point is they take like tropes that show is like they take like tropes in popular like pop culture and they like play them up,
Right.
right? And I think season 4 it was almost like they did too much of that. They like had to every show had to be like a super trope, or just kind of became,
They leaned into it.
yeah. It's called PentaQ Commander Cruise. I like it a lot more too. I wonder if it. I have to ask these guys if it works better. If it works better, I think switching to that might be like the way to go.
I'm
Um,
all for that. I also like that we've reached the point of every cast where we just start talking about the TV shows that we've been watching.
Yeah, Ninja Matic says I found on Alice Twitter. I've been watching. I just finished Community with my girlfriend. She had never seen it, so we watched that. We watched Parks and Rec.
Dude, I'm watching it with my girlfriend. This is her first time watching it as well. It's such a
Nice.
joy to watch, like just a fantastic and fun show like that with someone who's never seen it
Yeah,
before.
exactly.
Oh.
So a few things to recommend to our viewers. One,
Yep.
if you're an anime fan, Tower of God is really good.
Ooh,
I've
yeah.
been enjoying that. And then in terms of if you are like a comedy fan, Bill Schwartz and Martin. I forgot their name. The guy from
Thomas Middleditch,
Thomas
absolutely,
Middleditch. Their
yes.
improv show on Netflix is super funny.
Dude, are we
If you
watching the
haven't seen it,
same shows?
okay, have you watched it? It's like
Yes, it's so
so. Yeah,
good.
they do the whole thing like long form improv. It's so well done, super funny. Yeah, I recommend that. I have to watch the last one. I watched the first two though.
My
But on to the match
on
here.
to the mat. Wait, I'm really quickly gonna give an anime
Yeah,
rec.
go ahead.
Netflix's Drifting Dragons is actually is a surprisingly good anime that essentially takes a look at like 1900s whaling from the perspective if whales were dragons and you just flew in the sky. Uh,
Whoa, that's
it's
cool.
super cool. I also studied a lot of maritime history and I'm a big fan of that stuff, so I just liked that environment. But they were like, okay, we'll throw dragons in there. But
Drifting Dragons. I will check it out.
oh, it's a good time. But now on to the game of League of Legends. Of course, what we're all here for. If you want more of what we were just talking about, please check out Happy and I's fan cast, where we podcast about community TV shows that we're watching. We release every Wednesday. But Zed picked up from I'm Leap, and never mind. We're right back to the beginning. Technical issues.
Yeah. Ready, leap. You can start. Leap has control. My beat. Leap. Ilaoi. Laugh my ass off. Lol.
You're under arrest. Well,
So,
just rearranging real
yeah,
quick.
we'll probably start the podcast here. If not tomorrow, guys,
Yeah.
it might be going next week.
Mm.
It might be nice to have some more games to like talk about because unlike like LCS, we don't broadcast every game, so it's hard for us to talk about the teams unless we get like a decent idea of what we're seeing.
Want to understand their personalities.
Yeah, and like I can look at like a scoreboard, but like for instance, there are a few games that weren't streamed. Um, I definitely might have to split it up into multiple because I do think that like talking about all three leagues is going to be that's a lot of information.
So
And like
so much.
we already were doing um like almost an hour long podcast before, and we that was like 70% executive, 30% economy, and this time we want to give each league more representation, but that it's to touch on like every single game that's played and touch on the teams, it's very difficult. So
We also
we're gonna have to
have
figure something out. Might do like multiple podcasts. I think it'd be nice to do maybe like the one with me and LaChance, but then we could have like an economy podcast with people who like play an economy that are on staff. I know
absolutely.
someone you don't know said he could be available for podcast potentially, people like that. So anyway, Orn is picked for Leap.
What? Just specifically to show how wrong I am. Someone you don't know. I saw your comment that I am very wrong.
Yeah, he says sup.
I just must have been, I don't know, blacked out during all those games.
Galio abuser himself in the chat.
Oh yes, someone you
Just
don't know had
saying.
some incredible Galio
Yeah,
games.
Galio is OP. I'm saying it right here, folks. I abuse that champ too. I'm
OP.gg.
surprised no one's picking Galio, especially against these like melee players like Echo cannot lane.
Against
Champs
Galio, yeah.
like yeah, even champs like Syndra, it's very difficult. I think Galio is like pretty nuts right now. I think Nimbus Cloak made him like super OP. Way too large. You didn't miss much. I'm gonna just say that. I won't be, you know.
I think
You
Way
didn't
Too
miss much.
Large loves Amumu. I think he's
I
got
know he
a
does love a Mumu, so for his sake, I wouldn't watch the Mumu game.
Way Too Large, of course, a member of Cloud9, another team that plays in the low budget LCS that dresses up like clowns and plays League of Legends. I didn't
So
make that up. It's what happens.
another thing I'd like to do, by the way, another idea I have that I think
Yeah.
Buggleberry said we could implement is I think it'd be nice to have like a place for people to post their streams, like
Yes.
maybe by teams, so you could like watch. A lot of people like to post their pub. We've had multiple people post their stream. The auto moderator deletes it, but it would be really cool because last week during the Cloud9 game, I wanted to watch their clown pov, and I didn't have anyone to stream.
Clown
So
POV, yeah.
yeah, I didn't get to see that. I saw pictures, but I didn't get to see the actual thing. So it'd be nice to potentially get a place where that can be posted. I know we're not like we don't want people blowing up community with their things. So just having a place to post it
I
would be
believe
cool.
something along those lines is in the works.
Yeah, and then maybe like they could put alerts or something. I don't know, but regardless, Twitch TV / way too large. So he just links his Twitch chat. The auto moderator does not delete it.
Interessante. Utsi.
Maybe it's because he's a Twitch Prime sub. That might be it.
That's very possible. That's very possible. Uh, I don't know if you have to be sub to us or whatever.
Well, I'm gonna follow this so I can see the clown cosplay.
Mods. Weird. Not to this. The clowns are clowning. They are indeed definite. Clown9 has definitely stolen the hearts and minds of the nation of LBLCS. And I believe seems like they're playing on Thursday. And I believe we're actually streaming that game as well. So don't forget to tune into that. Once again, we're trying to stream every day of the week while we're trapped, for lack of a better term. And yeah, check us out and all those things. So, what do you think? What's the dealio?
The comp on the right looks like a Glue Eaters Season 2 comp.
Ooh.
With Glue Echo and then Proto Zac. Shen was not something that Arthur Dent played, but
I do
the
like
Caitlyn played.
I like
Here's
that
the
they
thing.
played Shen 2 games in a row. It's just different players playing.
Different players. I really like the team comp of Bill Withers this time.
Mm.
I think it, to me, is a little bit easier to execute, and they have like
Definitely
this Jarvan who can pressure. Like again, kind of what I was talking about. He can pressure earlier Amumu than Amumu. Amumu can gank pre-6. They're not great pre-6, but he can do it. Jarvan, I would say Jarvan is like the premier like pre-6 ganker, and then his ganks just get better. Like he's such a good, solid tank jungle champion. And Zac doesn't get to really gank until level 4, and he doesn't really apply that much pressure. So it's gonna be up to example here to really pressure the lane. And then I think Caitlyn Nami, although it's a strong lane, will not destroy this Jhin Leona, at least matchup wise.
No, definitely.
So we'll have to see. And then the mid lane matchup, Echo is really good into Syndra. That's probably a good pick. Now, I think Zelly has talked about this on stream, but Echo doesn't like hard counter Syndra.
Mm.
It's just like Syndra can never really kill Echo. If he gets Merc Treads, he like never dies. And then he does like outscale her because she can't match him in the side lane, and then eventually in team fights, Echo can look to like jump on her. So we'll have to see. Syndra does have a better early lane phase though. Like she can pressure Echo early, could potentially get a kill, and I do think Syndra is like at like the highest level. I don't know, even not even talking CEO. I'm talking like challenger and like professional play. I think Syndra is like giga broken, potentially best mid in the game. Like,
oof.
She has like so many tools. She's basically blind pickable. She has a few bad matchups, and those matchups are like Fizz, but those champs are not like meta champions. So she has a few bad matchups. She can take like multiple keystones, like Electrocute. She can take Comet. These are all really strong on her.
Buck Sawyer late off.
She has. Yeah,
Sorry,
a little bit late.
Continue.
It's okay. Both junglers were a little bit late actually off the. So this time they're stacking, which is nice. Their level 1 is not nearly as good. Now if they face check, it is pretty good. So we'll see if good ward here. Bill Withers seems to have a little bit better of a level plan here. Chase isn't getting caught out.
Absolutely.
Here it comes.
Dear. All right, they are going for this. They must know. All right, here it is. It's beginning the level 1. All the abilities going off. A huge 5-man Zac knockup followed by a Nami bubble. A lot of damage down here. Oh, first blood over to Nami, of course. Buggleberry Finn, a flash, and the Q from the Jhin. Whew. Uh-oh. I don't know if Drox is going to be
Oh
able to get
my
out of here.
god, the Ornn
Oh
knockup.
my gosh, that was incredible. Cooney in the back line having to flash over and a flash follow-up by this Jarvan going down. 2 kills, maybe more? I don't know.
So I
Ooh,
will say, oh, nice stop on the back. Doesn't really matter. I think he's in a TP anyway. But still, it's just a tilt delays him. Mental warfare. So a couple things here.
yes.
Buggleberry Finn is not running what I believe to be the good Echo setup. He's running a
Sure.
super greedy Echo setup, which is Doran's Ring, and he's running Ignite. So I don't think Echo is good in the early game at all. I think Echo really needs to like hit, his proto belt and then maybe one more item.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't get to cheat back, so Syndra will like potentially, if played well, Chungus Karen can get back for like his, item, teleport in, and then potentially either force Buggleberry to have a crappy back at level, or a crappy like back where he's not going to get like to shove the lane in or not get to roam,
Sure.
or he'll force Bug to come and help him shove the lane in, and Chungus Karen will have priority and be able to like really pressure. We got a little bit of trading coming in. Cooney just, oh my god.
Yeah, this Shen dealing so much damage. Does he get the kill? And he does not have flash. He used it to try to escape before, but I think that would have been a kill otherwise. I mean, the suns that are down across the board here are wild.
Oh wait, Jin took J4's red on accident.
Oh, no. I mean, this puts the bot lane into a really good spot, but I mean, I see that Jarvan backing right now. He's lacking
So I
that.
don't know if example is like really into phase rush, but he took it on Jarvan as well, which you know, I'm gonna go on a limb here, LeChance, and say this is incorrect.
Yeah? You think?
I'm gonna just go ahead and say that it's
Yeah,
not.
it's not the
I
right
don't.
thing.
Yeah, I don't. I think like Conquer or Electrocute is the way to go, or maybe even. I mean,
Is it so far off that you think it's just a straight up accident?
he did it on a Mumu too, so maybe this is just his thing. Like he just takes.
He loves
Uh,
phase rush. Hey,
just
I
yeah,
love
just a
Trinity
phase rush
Force.
gamer.
I like to find
I mean,
ways
Trinity
to.
Force is a lot different than like
Yeah,
phase rush, right?
you're right. Um, hey, first pause at least. For me this season, if you'll go and check out our YouTube channel, we've got a promotional intro video up there that in fact promises that we will bring League of Legends pauses straight to you, right into your home, from our hearts to yours. And this is us making good on that. Wow,
Yeah.
Jin is up. I mean, it's 3 minutes and it's 15 CS, but
Still, I mean, this red buff, like you said, if there's one thing it's doing, it is potentially giving Jin like the edge in this lane. Um, but it's really screwing Jarvan over a little bit. He couldn't clear the Gromp, so he's backed at level 2. Couldn't finish it.
right.
Didn't have enough sustain or damage.
I'll say this:
So I
Bug
don't know.
Sawyer is also in the middle of a back.
One thing I will say though is that I feel like I think Gromp does current health damage per auto, so I think you can kill Gromp even if you're super low.
Huh. Alright. That's interesting. I mean, oof. This game has just been super wonky right from the get-go. There hasn't been a lot of time to iron out all the wrinkles of that level 1, so things are looking all over the place. A little bit of a bonus is that Jin did not get to back with that early gold. Of course, he's definitely going to be able to outpace Caitlyn, even if he was just maintaining even CS, and be able to get a much earlier back off. Yeah, and honestly, Ornn isn't even. I mean, Ornn's gonna lose a bunch of CS. Looks like Shen's got a big wave. Oh, I think.
Yeah, the pushing into Shen.
Definitely.
Oh, I have chat disabled. I just realized I can only see it on the stream. I disabled chat recently,
Tell me about that.
by the way.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, They want to know what your favorite bugs are in stream.
My favorite bug?
Yeah, what's your
Praying
favorite bug?
mantis. Praying
Praying
mantis.
mantis. Tell me why.
I just think they're kind of cool.
Okay.
Like
It's because their
they're
hands are
just these,
swords.
yeah, they're just like these cool, kind of badass looking bugs. And I feel like it's one of those things that when you like see one, I'm always kind of like, oh, they're like, look how cool this dude looks. Like when you see one out randomly, I don't see them very often, but when I do, it's really cool. Um, First time I ever saw one was when I was a kid. It was in my shoe, actually. I put my shoe on. I was like, oh, what the hell is in my shoe? And it was this like praying mantis just chilling in there.
They are oddly flexible.
No current HP damage on Grom.
I
That's because you haven't seen one try to walk. Praying mantis.
praying mantises. Do they walk like crazy? Actually, I feel like I have. I feel like I've watched some sort of nature documentary. That's something I have not been watching a lot of. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos detailing Napoleonic battles, just sort of tracing the whole campaign of Napoleon's rise to power and fall, therefore, after. But
Are you a history buff?
I fucking love history. It's like fantasy novels, but they fucking happened.
It was like, actually a thing.
Yeah, yeah. Now, big fan of history. How about yourself? How do you feel about the old times?
I liked history a lot in school, but you know, I will give a shout out. I think it was because of my teacher, because in high school it was my favorite. Um, it was my favorite subject, and then when I got to college, I took a few history courses, and they were so boring.
Very dry when you get to
And I
college, for sure.
think it was because my professor like made them so much better.
Gotta give it out to all those teachers out there in the world.
Bigfoot Wow says the history of Ireland is basically Game of Thrones.
The history of Ireland? Is that what he said?
Apparently,
Because I
yeah,
actually
correct.
took a full course on Irish history, although it only went up so far, and it is pretty dramatic. They had a rebellion that actually failed because people went out, drank the night before, and talked about the plans. It's such an innocuous thing. They were out partying, hyping themselves up, and the whole
It's
thing.
definitely
Yeah, I mean, it for
a
sure falls into the stereotype.
stereotypical
I
like.
could have picked something that made the Irish look a little bit better. And
I mean,
I'm
that's
sorry, I
hilarious.
am
That's like a
Irish,
fun
to
fact.
be fair. Yeah, it is. It's a
Yeah,
great
yeah, yeah.
it's a great little tidbit. It just goes to show that there's a lot that goes into a rebellion, and one of them is just not talking about it. You sort of need the element of surprise. To even rebel suggests that you've got the lower hand.
So Leap is playing super aggro here, and looks like
Yeah.
he's going to be getting ganked. They're setting up a gank top, so he has the ward.
Yeah, I've looked at the
Uh,
forecast, and they're definitely gonna try.
yeah, Buggleberry looking to roam. He chose to roam rather than back, which is fine. He'll still catch this wave mid. I think Chungus needs to reset here.
Ooh.
We'll see if he gets a chance to. The bot lane, still about a 15 CS lead here for the Jhin.
Yeah.
Chungus Karen just sticking around in mid lane without any sums. He doesn't, or without any mana. He doesn't have his flash. I imagine he will die.
Let's find out. The level 3 Zac jumping
Here
in
it goes.
does not knock up. And nothing. The Ignite comes down. I don't know if they're able to. Yeah.
Yeah. So Chungus Karen come back here, teleport in, and then he has a pretty huge advantage, I would say, because he's got a chance to buy.
Right. Boy, Cooney, 2 levels up on Leap. I mean, Leap's gonna get some experience back right now, but.
Yeah,
Oh!
Leap definitely took the short end of the stick in that invade, even though Cooney died, he still got to lane and got all the XP he needed. Chungus
Right.
Karen teleports back to lane. He sold his Dorans for his
It's a chapter.
Lost Chapter.
Yeah. Interesting.
I definitely don't know if it's worth doing that. I feel like I think it's better just to like get like, you could even get like double amp tome, some control wards. Buy wards, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, there's a lot of wards actually on the side of Bill Withers. They're still in their inventory,
But they're
so when they
there.
get placed, that'll be better. But
Still good good thought at the very least. I'm just taking a peek at these ward lines. Nothing too extensive right now. But it looks like, I think Zach just got caught out on one, but not 100% sure.
So if I'm Chungus Karen here, I would look. Yeah, there we
Like
go.
for
Look
that
the
ult
all-in.
right there. Oh, and
Oh, he
the
gets six.
stun. Oh my god. Wow.
Really unlucky for Chungus there.
Super unlucky slash well done, but there was definitely an element of unluckiness there. I mean, that was just...
Yeah, I mean, he lived with like no HP.
Yeah.
His Q was like 1 second off. He just
His
went
W
for it.
was
And then
already in the air.
Yeah,
And
he
he got
stunned.
level 6. Yeah.
He got 6. I mean, I don't know if he leveled his ult quick enough, but he was able to get the stun, which gave him the kill. It's just really unfortunate there.
That's what I was thinking of,
Yeah.
honestly. I was just like, I saw him get 6, and I could feel that I would panic in that situation and probably try to level 6 right there. But the ult had already gone off. He had already survived the whole sort of...
Well, it was also
salvo.
he just got the. He also got the. Got stunned by the parallel convergence, which I think was the big thing, right?
Right, yep, absolutely. And took, I think, 1 or 2 turret
Bigfoot
shots.
Wow says if he had ignite, that's the kill. True, but if he had ignite, he would have also had not been in that position. To be fair, because
Yeah.
he only got there because he got to teleport back after the gank.
Hey, speaking of ganks, we've got Zach coming in right here. Leo tags Zach, uses him as a way to escape. Dog Hugger running as fast as he can, which is just fast enough. Oh, Buggleberry might actually look to dive this. Trying to back, actually. Ooh, leap. Ooh, we're diving between a couple of different fights right here. Buggleberry able to ult back, actually gets all 3 of them, and Shen ult coming in. Buggleberry's got no mana, and they chose to go in that direction. Ooh, Mighty Fool, that chunked him out. This is all 5. They're committing to this. Jarvan, really good job of juggling right there, but the kill goes over to Droxers, and Jin still living. Kill goes over to Zach. Leo diving back in. Droxers now tanking, and lives with the heal. Well done.
Yeah. So Bugbear gets a good roam off, can survive with the ult, and they're able to kind of help their bot lane. And yeah, Droxer's got 2 kills out of that. He's gonna get a plate. Gonna get it back, and again.
Now they're well in the lead.
Frank's little beauties just kind of doing what they've been doing every game they've played. It's just they're like really just, I feel like, out team playing everyone.
Yes. It's
So
communication.
Chungus Karen has got a plate in the mid lane. He has a 20, not a 20 CS lead, but like a 16 CS lead. Or a 14 CS lead.
14. I was very slowly counting.
14 CS lead, sorry. Exactly. Which is good. So he does, I mean, he is getting out roamed here, but that's to be expected. Buggleberry is sacking a lot, though. He's not roaming on, like,
Right.
proper roam timings. Like, he's not able to get the turret in. He's just like, okay, well, I'm going to lose CS here, but I'm going to help my team.
Yeah, that was a very long dive. Required a lot of setup. It was pretty risky, and in that time, Syndra was just gaining gold. And here we have another fight. Buggleberry fan right up front. Nami tagging Jin right there. Zach flashing in, a flash away from the Leo, but still Jin, Leo pushed together. They're gonna get a kill. Jarvan jumping into the back lane, but to no avail. Unable to find a kill. Jarvan's just gonna try and run.
He has phase rush.
He has phase rush. Find it, paying off. Top laners smacking each other.
I don't know if paying off is the word I'd use, but he has it.
That's fair.
He does have it. So Bugberry is running Gathering Storm. I just saw it proc, which means he's running the absolute focus page. Maybe he's running Transcendence, Gathering Storm, secondary. I'm not a fan. I think Minion Dematerializer is so good on Echo. Lets you kind of do what he wants to do, like cheat backs, but it's okay. Teach their own. He's working on his proto belt. He's almost there. Chungus Karen is working on Ludens. If he gets that, he will be like a pretty powerful.
He needs to, I mean, if he's just considering the lane, like he needs to get to the point where he can kill Echo before Echo ults. And I think he's still decently far away from that. And hey, folks, another pause. We know you were looking forward to this. Looks like the internets are freaking out, but don't worry, we've got plenty of pause time to talk through, or as we like to call it, personal time with you guys in the chat. Hey, Kaylin's really turned it around, huh? From being down a handful of CS to now being up a bunch of kills.
Yep, DMAT and Time Warp Tonic. That's what Bigfoot Wow says in the chat.
That's his.
I also have seen people go DMAT plus the boots. I think you can do either one. I like Time Warp Tonic just because it helps you move around the map easier. And then I am kind of a fan of just getting boots earlier. I think waiting till like 11 minutes to get boots can be like detrimental on certain champions like Echo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I still think you start pot even if you go boots. I think you go boots, you get pot. You can still get. I mean, like, cause you're a melee champ, right? Like Dorian's is so risky. If the Syndra lands like one good combo on you, like you have no sustain. You're a melee champion, and then you don't get a chance to back. I think teleport is also like preferred on Echo. He has really good teleport ganks, and then obviously in the late game, he isn't looking to team fight. He wants to split push. So it's like that's his whole thing. Yeah, 750 gold, Darkseal Dorans. Yeah, Darkseal Amp Tome just depends on your playstyle. But yeah, I think the Zhao Lai Ban guy, he always goes Darkseal Dorans with his first back. You can cheat a recall too and just get the Darkseal. There's a lot of cool stuff. I really love playing Echo. He got Revolver first.
That's the summation of all of this.
I like Echo.
God
He's
damn,
super
I
fun
love
to
that
play.
too.
Yeah, he's really fun. He's degenerate as hell, but he's fun. Buggleberry, yeah, not opting for the Darkseal, so he just went for the thing.
Hmm.
But yeah, really fun. I've been learning Syndra on my Smurf recently. So my team, before the league started, I play mostly melee champs, and my team was like, "Oh, well, it'd be really cool if we could play mages as well."
They said
we gotta
loudly
expand our
while nudging
champ
you.
pool. Yeah. So Arthur Dent has been playing tanks, and I have been learning mages.
Wow.
So I've been learning Syndra.
The fact that you guys are willing to grow for each other like that, it's really heartwarming.
Yeah, I just don't know why I never played Syndra. That champ is not fair.
It's
So
crazy.
overpowered. It's like ridiculous to me. She's getting nerfed actually on the next patch.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
What, do you happen to know the
Yeah, they're making her
specifics?
E cooldown go up by 2 seconds. So it goes from 14 to 10 to 16, or from 14 to 10 to 16 to 12, I think, is the nerf. Yeah.
All right.
I have the change list actually. If we can do a little talk about what's coming up in the next patch for all the gamers, all the
Yeah,
goofy
man.
gamers here.
All these
So,
goofy gamers.
all the 80 carries except Lucian, Callista, Tristana, and Vayne are getting plus 30 base HP and plus 2 HP per level. So every 80 carry is getting buffed.
That's fun.
Zeal, Phantom Dancer, Runan's Hurricane, Rapid Fire Cannon, and Static Shiv are all getting bonus 2% extra move speed. And then Lucian, I think the Lucian buff's kind of nuts actually. The Lucian buff is his crit auto on his second auto attack. His crit damage is not 75%, it's 100%.
Oh.
It's a normal crit on his second auto, which is like pretty nuts, I think. And then Callista's W, her W is going to, instead of starting at 10%, it's 14% max HP, and then the mana cost goes down to 0. And then Tristana gets a slight attack speed ratio buff, and then Vayne gets a little bit bonus damage on her Q, up from 50%, that's starting to 60%.
All right.
And then the nerfs Graves initial Q damage 35 to 105 with 100% bonus AD scaling to 35 to 105 with 80% bonus AD scaling. For those of us in the audience, what does that mean? It means absolutely nothing. Graves will still be generally broken. There's nothing to him. Talon's Q mana cost goes up by 10, and then the heal goes down by 10 at level 1 on his Q. So I think that's a decent nerf to Talon, but I don't think it's going to change anything. And then Janna is getting a 20 damage nerf on her W at max rank. I have no idea why they're nerfing Janna. And then Syndra, Syndra's E cooldown starts at 16 and it goes down to 12, and now it's going to start at 18 and goes down to 14. So it's a 2-second nerf. which is pretty decent. I still think Syndra will be like pretty OP.
Yeah.
It'll give you more chance to like punish her, but I don't think the E cooldown is like what makes her overpowered.
Sure.
And then they're buffing some champs. So Lux, the Lux buff is pretty good actually. Her E slow
They're
duration
buffing Lux?
after she hit someone, it was a 0.25 second slow. Now it's a 1 second slow.
Oh.
So if you E someone, that's a 1 second slow. That's like pretty nice. That's a Buggleberry Finn buff.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
Which one? I have 3, 4. Talk about father. Oh, okay. Yeah, for Lux. So she slows by 1 second after her E hits you, after it pops, not just like when you walk over the thing. And then Gangplank is getting a 0.04 attack speed ratio increase on his base attack speed. Wow. Plead the Fifth's happy about the Lux buff.
That's
Hecarim Q damage is up by about 14 at max rank. And then the Q damage to minion, it does less damage. It does less damage percentage to minions to compensate because lane Hecarim's a thing. And then yeah, the buff for Lux is pretty big. And then Kai'Sa, for some reason they're buffing Kai'Sa. She gets the HP buff, by the way, as well as she's getting a Q bonus damage ratio up from 35 to 40%, and her R range at max rank goes to 3,000 range from 2,500 range. I don't know if that's going to matter, but the bonus
Didn't
damage.
they undo that before? Wasn't that? Aren't they just
Yeah, they're
putting
just
that?
kind of reverting some buffs.
Yeah.
And then actually the best change of the patch, in my opinion, is the Fiddlesticks change. So Fiddlesticks, now the new Fiddlesticks, if he's out of vision when he hits you with an ability, it fears, right? Like that's the passive. Now if he stands still for until I think it's like 1 second or 2 seconds, he pretends to be one of his little like effigies, you know, he'll like do his scarecrow stance.
Yeah.
Then any ability you use out of there will fear too.
Ooh.
So you can do some like mind gamey stuff. First of all, like you could just stand in the middle of a lane and pretend to be a ward, and then actually it's Fiddlesticks, which is kind of sick. But the best part of that, in my opinion, and this is someone who's been playing a decent amount of Fiddlesticks, is if you were hiding in a bush and you were getting ready to channel your ult, and then someone like blue trinketed you or like threw a ward on you, then you would not get your fear passive because they got vision, right? Because you're not using your ult out of vision.
Right.
Now, if you're doing it but you had stand still before that, you'll still get it.
Ooh.
So you'll still so it just, I think it's like a pretty decent quality of life buff that people don't really that like people aren't like hyping up as much. It's like, so if they spot you with like any vision ability, you still get to like do a 5-man fear. I think Fiddlesticks, by the way, is like pretty good right now, especially in solo queue. He has like Karthus level clear. It's not super safe, but it's fast. And then his level 6 is so strong. His ult is like a 5-man fear potentially, you know?
Have we seen, and clearly I don't know what the hell I'm talking about with my comments about Ornn, but have we seen any Fiddlesticks yet in last
I don't
week's
think
play?
so. I don't remember seeing a Fiddlesticks.
Right,
He is seeing some play at like higher elo, so maybe we'll see. But yeah, those are the changes for next patch. They're still working on mid changes. I am a mid laner, but I really don't hope they nerf mid. I think the only thing that's really broken about mid lane is the champs like Katarina, Talon, Kiana, those type of champs that just kind of like skip laning and then just like perma roam and gank bot lane over and over again.
Right.
And even then, those champs get worse as you get higher in elo. So, but overall, I think it's a small patch, but it should be nice. I think they should nerf Graves more personally. That's like been my new ban in solo queue recently. I think Graves is like so dumb.
Seems like you. That sounds personal. It seems like you had some bad experiences.
Well, I use this little like app called Porofessor, and then every single time.
Hey, is Porofessor paying you? Because I'm pretty sure you brought this up last Tuesday too.
No, but I think it actually has helped me improve a lot. So I just don't mind like
sharing.
I don't mind like actually sharing it.
Yeah.
It tells you like things about people, like when you get in a game, and it will tell you things about your teammates too. It'll be like, this is a person that you should like. This person like ints on this champion, so you should dodge. It'll like tell you stuff like that.
That
but
is so helpful.
Every
Oh
single
my
person who
god.
locks in Graves, it says, for the enemy team or my team, it says they're good. It says good on. It says great with Graves. Graves lover. High KDA. It's like if every single person is great with Graves, it's not just like there's a bunch of random Graves mains in
Right.
Platinum Elo. It just means that there's a champion's overpowered, and it's not hard to pop off. I think so. I don't know. That's my flaw. That's kind of my theory, but
Well, I just want to point out that if this timer runs out, we're gonna have to dig up the rule book because technically, just a fun fact for all those that are listening, each game you are allotted basically like
15 minutes, right?
yeah, 15 minutes of juggling time. Internet goes down, house catches on fire, dog eats your house. Oh, they're ready. But if it all runs out, then something happens. We have to look it up. There is a rule, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think we're getting ready to go back in now.
I believe so. Just trying to get back into the mindset that we are 11 minutes into this game. And a lot of things have happened.
Yeah. Thanks for everyone listening to me rant about the game. I enjoy ranting about this shit.
Listen, you just
yeah.
saved a lot of LP.
Yeah. Lock in OP champs, guys. Stop playing stuff in ranked you don't know how to play. Just play stuff that's broken. If you need a new pick mid, pick Lissandra. That champ is brain dead easy, and she's super good right now. And also Galio. Pick Galio. Galio's OP too.
Right.
Those are my picks. And I don't think they're very hard. Like I picked up Galio and
pick him up
popped
in a
off like
weekend.
every time. Yeah, it's like pretty easy. You just you taunt him and then you kill him.
Ooh.
Okay, they're really pressuring Chungus Karen here. He has no mana.
No.
Buggleberry.
Jarvan coming around. Bug Sawyer. Oh, Jarvan electing not to. I wonder if that spear was thrown too far.
I think he just dipped out. I think he realized that he had no mana.
Sure. Yeah, that Chungus couldn't follow up. This is a whole new part of the game, which doesn't happen in solo queue, where there was. Oh, okay, Buggleberry Finn going on a great escape. All right, we got a Jin coming out. Buggleberry Finn's just saying, I'm just gonna like dodge these things, and I know that. Let's see. Does he have mana for his ult? I'm not 100% sure. Oh, it doesn't matter. He just elects to. He is gonna waste as much time as possible. Oh my goodness. Is this kid gonna get out? Oh no, he's gonna get tagged by this stun. Oh, what stun? What stun? Has no mana.
Now
this kid can dance.
He might have doomed the Shen too. Oh, he's dead.
Oh.
Well, Chance, this is the 5-man collapse on the Echo.
A 5-man collapse that has gotten a lot of time. I'm sure that Buggleberry died smiling. He's not turning over Baron. He's forcing a teleport down bot lane. He got Leona ult, and I'm pretty sure they're still able to get first turret. I think that was worth it. I'm not even. Definitely, the Shen ult was too much. Wow. Lots of fights going down. Yeah, I think the Shen ult was probably too much right there, but no, he wasted a lot of time.
Yeah, well done by Buggleberry for wasting time. He didn't really have a shutdown, so it wasn't like a big deal if he died there, to be honest.
Right.
When you waste time like that, there's like two. Now, him getting all 5 members is like 100% worth it, by the way. This is not attributing to this, but like sometimes when you waste time like that, it is like it can be bad for you.
Right.
Because if he, for instance, was like the strongest member on the map, then he's out on the map right now, right? And they get to pressure stuff. But the fact that he got all 5 of them.
Oh my god, the flash in! The ult out, and the Caitlyn ult picks it up! Another kill going over to Droxers. who is wielding a very big Caitlyn right now, and they're gonna deal some damage. Ooh, okay. Not a double stun, aren't able to get the trap off. Echo doesn't have an ult, gets stunned up, but he's not tanking, and this Jhin ult's gonna go down. But no one is low enough to really be bothered by it. Wow. Fair point though. What you were saying about ooh, oh my god. Ooh, Chase actually tagged up right there. Kill goes over to Buggleberry. Jhin getting caught in some rough spots. Yeah, I mean when you're wasting time, time is money. Money is items. Some of the items are books, which are knowledge, and knowledge is power. So
That's true. And
see.
the more you know, and knowing
and
is half the battle.
And knowing is half the battle. And yeah, yep. I can't think of any more.
So now here's one thing I'll say.
Yes. Say
It's
it.
a 4K gold lead, which is pretty sizable, but it doesn't mean the game's over. They have Ornn, who can potentially give them the Ornn items.
For sure.
Well, even if that gold lead as the game goes on.
Ooh,
Chase potentially getting
Chase.
cut out here. Does not have the flash.
No.
Yeah, just really greedy. But anyway, they will also have... There's not like massive CS deficits like there was last game. So they don't have a ton of gold. The difference of items, it's one item Caitlyn versus one item Jhin.
Right.
One item Syndra to one item Echo. I do think the scaling is a little bit on the side of Bill Withers, but not by much. If anything, it's probably even.
Ooh,
oh,
Cooney going in to try and
or
interrupt
Cooney.
that. Can you even
Might be
interrupt
dead.
that anymore? Oh, flashes out,
You
gets
can.
2 ults,
It's
and
only a second though.
get 2 ults and a flash and a kill. That is a top lane play.
Good
Wow.
job. Gonna say it real quick. If he had Conquer, LeChance, he would not have died there. He would have done more damage.
Yeah. No.
But Cooney with a big pop off there, able to trade 1 for 1. Yeah, you can stop the Rift Herald, but it's like super hard. It's only a second, I think, channel now. So.
I see. Ooh.
Oh, just going in.
Really good job. Oh. Chase set that up really well. That was like the 4th pop on the Jhin Q, and then he was lined up for the W, but you know, if Zach's there, it's all over.
He was going for the play, but unfortunately, yeah, Zach was there.
It's also worth mentioning that Caitlyn is a Droxer's champion, if I recall. He's got a lot of time on that.
Main.
Yeah, it's not something. I wonder if that went into the calculations of giving Chungus Karen Syndra. But we'll see. What do you think that needlessly large rod is going into?
Most likely the death cap.
Sure. Just second item running into it. Saying no to the boots. Ooh, Chungus Karen caught up a little bit far, but Buggleberry a bit. Sorry, Pug Sawyer pretty low, but he has the passive Caitlyn ult coming from a distance, and I don't think that Syndra can get out of this, and it's gonna be hard for Leo to get out as well. It's 2 kills over. Whew. It's only 18 minutes, but this feels like it's been such a long game, but it was really just the 23 minutes of pausing. Let's see. Ooh, Buggleberry Finn diving in. But not really. But yes, the Zac goes in. Just gonna run away. Whew. Five to 14. I'm not gonna lie, I'll fully admit to it. My brain has melted into a marshmallow soup. I can barely think right now. But Echo's gonna
Totally
dive in as
okay.
well. There's so many fights. Commit to something. Here we go. A flash from the Jhin gets away. A heal goes down. Bug Sawyer running. Shen comes, blocking these Jhin ults. Jhin wondering if he can weave it. But he can't. That's okay. Wow. Echo just... I mean, of course, doing this without fear. Diving in, a lot of ults coming down right here. Leo stunned, coming out from the stun, is now in behind in enemy lines. I'm not sure if Buckle... Oh, God! Syndra gets that kill. And this Ornn ult doing a fantastic job knocking up two. Droxer's getting some auto attacks off. Let's see. Shen laying down some damage. Droxer's is still just huge. Give a guy a gun. I guess a girl. She'll shoot giant oxen creatures. Ooh, good ult!
Oh my god!
Wow! Heartbreaking for everybody but the Caitlyn, who's now tanking. I think Droxers dies here. Yes, a shutdown to leap.
Gold to leap.
It's not bad at all. Whew. All right. Bug Sawyer running away. Bug Sawyer, who I've called 3 different summoner names during this game. This is what we call a snowball, right? Like, they've got double the amount of kills, but I don't know if the gold... I guess the gold does reflect it. That's a lot of gold. They've still got a fantastic... Bill Withers still has a fantastic ult synergy. Just a lot of CC, a lot of damage. But once again, their bot lane really just taken off. This Caitlyn Nami, 1 death between the 2 of them. Oh wow, Echo wants this.
Yeah, Echo is almost at his 2-item spike. Very ambitious buy for Buggleberry with the pen boots against Leona, Ornn, and Syndra. He's been playing really well, but we'll see if he can make sure he just doesn't get caught here, right? Like if he gets stunned, he might instantly die.
Maybe. Let's see. Got a big knock-up right here. Echo ult comes
ult.
off. Chase trying to get some distance, but he's taken down by the Echo. Jarvan trapped in there. Let's see where this Ornn ult hits. Droxer's pretty low health, but Syndra in a last stand. Unfortunately, there's just too much damage on the side of Frank's little beauties. Beautiful they may be, little they are not. And they are just doing the same strategy from last game, which is dragon, dragon, dragon. Maybe Baron right now. Ready Fool making sure to clear some vision as they push up to fight that giant purple snake we all know and love.
Alright, starting the Baron.
Yes, they are.
Droxer is huge. 10-1 on this Caitlyn, my god.
Jesus. Just enormous. I don't know. They have no real ults to stop this thing. Ornn ult is down. Jhin ult, unfortunately, just can't get through the bodies. And they're just going to take another fight right here. Let's see. Ooh, Droxer's is stunned. This is their chance. Can they get Droxer's down? The Shen ult coming on top of him, getting very low. The kill does go over to Jarvan. They can win this. Ooh, Bug Sawyer survives. But that's 2 kills. Very important.
Excuse me.
Oh no. I don't know if that Jarvan gets out of there. He does. This is an angry Echo who's decided to fight the entire team. Not sure if he can actually do this. Does he have ult? He does! He gets a double kill right there. Enormous. Enormous. Enorme.
Not able to
Incredible.
CC chain him enough there, and he's able to get out his ult. Getting a, huge ratio, huge damage.
Yeah, ooh, Chunks Karen. It's fine. Wasn't sure if he was going to die there. Wow. Almost stopped it back. Yeah, they're running away with this game. It's just a matter of how can they close it out. But also, I mean, we saw they landed the CC they needed to onto Droxer's, and were finally able to kill him. It's possible to win these fights. I think they just really, really overstayed. Jarvan traded an insane amount of his health under that turret. He got locked up, you know, what can you do? But let's see. See right here, Droxer's found this Jarvan. Oh my god, just eating so much of his health away. See, they've got a little fortress. Buckleberry Finn going in on Echo here, dealing a crazy amount of damage.
Oh
Chase
goodness.
flashing over the wall. Got a TP coming in. Caitlyn ult. just no one around to be able to block it for him. Takes it on the chin. This is a hard game to be squishy.
Yeah, it is.
Oof.
Definitely difficult.
Ooh, Cooney does get a taunt here. He'd be able to dive away. Yikers. Rikers. This is a... Okay. Setting up a dive here. Droxer's weaving in some auto attacks. Jarvan diving in does knock up Droxer's, whose health is almost so gone. But unfortunately, I don't think they're able to click on. Health bars are dropping like crazy. Jin'el coming down. Not able to line up any targets for him. And, I mean, this is at least Bjorn. Wow. And I don't mean to call it too soon, but it does look like Frank's Little Beauties is going to be pushing in for this final push. A flash taunt from the Shen, trying to remove any option of them stalling the game out any longer.
On the side of Frank's Little Beauties here. Just two, like, kind of stomps back to back.
Yeah.
I thought it looked a little bit better for, like, the first 10 minutes or so.
Yeah. Oh my god!
Game. Oh, Drox is just instantly killed Chase.
So big. Leo Oak goes down. Unfortunately, even the Syndra, a triple kill, maybe a penta. We'll see. I'm sure the team is calling for it right now. Quadra kill. Will the Leo give it over? Let's see, the whole team working together. And there it is! A pentakill for Droxers. The GG comes out. Frank's Little Beauties currently undefeated in the LBLCS.
Yeah, 2 2-0s in a row. I would say 4 pretty good stomps. Like, I think the second game they had last week was a little closer, but just kind of just destroying everyone they come up against here. It'll be really interesting to see how well they do down the stretch. But
Absolutely.
yeah, Drox is with the
most
insane damage. Has to be expected. Just super.
Of course.
First penta of the season. It looks like it.
Yeah.
Pretty sure this is the first penta of the season.
I believe so.
Really well done. Yeah, really well played. Good try on the side of Bill Withers.
Absolutely.
I thought their comp was a little better this time, but again, just I think some like misplays around the map, and then it just seems like at least the 2 matches they played, Frank's Little Beauties, just their coordination just seems a lot better, which is to be expected. I think a lot of them have played with each other in the past.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, pretty.
I am just seeing.
Yeah.
As I stated before, my brain is just essentially a bowl of soup right now. So we're looking to do some pretty short interviews, but we definitely want to hear from folks if they've got something to say. So if you're part of Bill Withers or you are part of Frank's Little Beauties, hop into community, send your chosen champion.
If your brains are also mush and you don't want to do an interview, that's also okay. So we have Droxers here, the Pentakill Master, if you want to bring him in.
Absolutely. I will do that right now. Move to casting on air. Droxers, welcome to the desk.
Hello.
Penta King himself. How are you doing?
I am doing pretty well after that game.
Understandably so.
Yeah, nice. Is that your first game of the season?
Yeah, this season that was my first game.
And you ended with a pentakill.
Currently,
must be nice.
Do you intend to get a pentakill every single game?
Well, as long as I have Caitlyn and I'm wearing the Officer Caitlyn skin, yes.
Yeah, I saw you were arresting people in the chat.
No. I did not arrest anyone. I was only there to make sure there was order within the chat.
Reasonable.
And then, there were a couple pauses, little infractions here and there.
Yeah.
I let them slide, but I mean, if there was one more, I was taking them in.
It's good of you, man. It's good of you.
Well, kind of a stomp both games, unfortunately, for the other team. But I wanted to ask you guys, based on like scrims and practice, do you guys believe that Frankfurt Beauties is the strongest team in the Economy League so far? Are there any other teams that you know of, or not Economy Executive? Sorry, are there any other teams that you know of that potentially might challenge you guys? Because I feel like every game you've played has been like pretty one-sided so far. All 4 of them.
Yeah, so apart from scrims, I think the only teams we haven't scrimmed were Ground Zero Gaming and the Glacial team,
Ooh.
I think. So I want to say we're first. I want to say we're the best, but the cop in me knows that I need to give everyone a chance,
the
and I'll do
off.
my best.
Wow. A real champion of justice. Well, hell yeah, man. We're definitely excited to see how you guys continue to play. We're keeping these interviews a little bit short today, due to
Oh, that
my
sounds great.
own physical and mental limitations.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Congrats on the Penta and the win on your first game
Thank
of
you,
the
thank
season.
you.
That was awesome.
Have a good night, boys.
Have a good
You
night.
too.
Can't wait to see more of you, man.
I think that's gonna be it here, LeChance. I don't see anyone else.
I think so.
So, yeah. Again, first of all, LeChance, it's been great to cast you 2 weeks in a row now.
Of course.
Potentially, maybe since so many games are happening, maybe we can do it again soon.
Dude, I hope so. Always a
Um,
pleasure.
but I would also like to again throw out for anyone that wasn't here at the beginning of the cast. We have a Discord, which you could totally go to. It's on the screen right there. Great community for those of us who are new. Follow the channel if you want to watch. We are going to be streaming a lot. There's a YouTube channel now, Low Budget LCS. They have made an amazing hype video, which is on there. The VODs will be uploaded there too. If you missed a game and you didn't want to go back on the Twitch, or if it was again after like the 2 weeks, if you want to scout people. And to those of you who tune in, thank you so much. It's great. Um, I think we've even through all the streams I've seen consistently been hitting like around 30 people. And I think last week I saw one of the streams was almost at 50, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So keep it up. I know we have some pretty cool CEO matches. I think one I'm looking forward to, besides the one that I'm playing in, obviously. I think the one I want to watch the most is Spin Doctors versus Canadian KFC, because those are 2 teams that like are made up of members that were on each other's teams, right?
Oh,
It's kind of like
yes.
the 2 teams broke up and then like split apart and then reconvened, and now you have like part of the Naughty Boys on Spin Doctors and also on Canadian KFC.
It's
Part
the
of the Iron Miners and the Funky Bunch, and they're all mixed up in there.
it's the
So it
Roman
should be a
Empire
cool,
switching up.
exactly. Should
East
be a
and
fun
West.
match. I think that's Friday, or maybe that's Thursday actually. Maybe it's Wednesday. Let me check. Jeez, I just said all the days.
All of the
Um,
days. Hey guys, it's gonna happen on one of the days. We promise.
it
100%.
is. I know it's later. Whatever. It's one of these days, guys.
You
It's
know the
coming up.
days of the week.
We'll let you know. Look for the alerts in the Discord. We'll post it on community. Maybe we could have like if there's like a hyped match coming up, we could make like an alert or something. I don't know.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
get you guys
we'll hype them up.
something like that. But anyway, guys, unless you have anything else to say, LeChance, I think we can close out here.
Think you hit the nail on the head. A pleasure as always. Everyone have a
Of course.
wonderful night, and we'll call it there.